Hi, this is BB from clutterclearinglifecoaching.com, and today I want to talk briefly about wanting more out of life, expecting more out of life, expecting more out of yourself. What do you expect from yourself? If you were to take an honest assessment of where you are in life right now, on every level, your love life, your marriage, your family, your relationships, your career, your business, your job, your social life, your hobbies, any interest you have. If you were to take an honest assessment, how would you rate yourself or gauge yourself? I wouldn't say rate. That's not a word that we should use. How would you gauge yourself? Say from 5 years ago, what you were hoping you would accomplish, or what you were hoping that you would have done by this time. Is it where you wanted to be? Are you where you wanted to be? Are you near where you wanted to be? Have you surpassed where you wanted to be? Is there anything you can do to change some things, if not? If so, what can you do to change things so that you are where you want to be? What are you willing to compromise? What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to forego, give up, change, do away with, step out of, step into, to get where you want to be? Because as they say, to make an omelet, you have to break a few eggs. There's no exceptions. As much as we would like to believe that we can change and keep everything and keep the status quo, it's not going to happen. See, life is always changing. Our desires are always changing. Our needs are always changing. And ever so often, we start to see what we really want versus where we really are. And sometimes the two don't mesh. They don't match up. They don't come together. They don't fit. Because there are things you probably wanted to do 5 years ago or as a teenager. Things that you were hoping that by this time in life you would have accomplished. And not just accomplished, you would have surpassed at this point. So take an honest assessment of where you are and decide. She's taking an honest assessment. She loves to take assessments every time I am doing a recording. Well, let her take her assessment. So take an honest assessment of your life and where it needs to be. And decide what is it that you would like to accomplish at this time. Where would you like to be? Where would you like to go? The things you want to do. Maybe you wanted to go on a 2-month cruise, if such a thing exists, or to spend a year in the Caribbean or in Europe. Maybe you wanted to spend a year living by the seaside. Maybe you wanted to spend a year living in the mountains. Have you done these things? Are these things still necessary to you on your list? Because some of the things you will find on the list, you have outgrown. And some of the things you will find on the list, you still want to do. And you will find more things when you take a gauge of where your awareness is right now, with all you've learned if it was 5 years or when you were a child. Where you are right now, things that you want to add to that list. Like I said, everything is changing, everything is shifting. And we shift along with it, our needs, our wants, our desires. It's a shifting world. So, write them down. And for now, what do you feel is holding you back? I love doing this type of work with people. Getting them to the next chapter of their life. It is the most fun part of what I do. It is exciting for me and for them. It is real, and it brings changes, lasting changes. Because once you are able to take or make an assessment of where you are and where you want to be, you've already got that pattern where changes will start to come easier. Making changes will become an easier task until it's no longer a task. You will just deal with what needs to be done and is necessary, and effortlessly. Life will literally become just a beautiful, beautiful thing. See, everything is the way it is. Everything that is good and true, that is. And is, happy, uplifting, sense of achievement for yourself, family, or the world at large, or your community. Everything is the way it is. It's how much resistance you have to getting what you want out of it. What are you willing to put into it? How far are you willing to go to get what is it that you really want? Start off by making that list. And you will find that if you have a list and you go back to it and you look at it, you will find some of those things need to be taken out. Because needs have changed, desires have changed. You no longer find them necessary. They no longer excite you. And you will add a few more things to the sum that's remaining. So let's do a short round of tapping. Just a short round of tapping to moving to the next level. Bringing your awareness where it should be. Getting yourself to that place of forward movement. Living your true potential. Where are you holding yourself back? So let's start on the karate chop. Even though I think I've given up some things that I really wanted to do, that I really wanted to experience, I choose to deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I feel like I've given up on myself a lot by not accomplishing anything, by not achieving anything that I really wanted to do. I seem to have a good life, but there are things that I really wanted to do. I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself anyway. Even though there are things that I wanted to accomplish, that I really do still want to accomplish. And it makes me feel sad that I seem to have pushed them aside. I choose to deeply, completely honor and accept who I am anyway. There are things that I do want to accomplish. There are things that still burn in me. Desires of long ago. Needs and wants of yesterday. It may not be in the same way as I dreamed they would be fulfilled. But I want to look at them again. I'm proud of who I am now. I love my life. But I know I could do more. I wanted to do more. I wanted to build things. I wanted to paint things. I wanted to create things. I have a good job, but I always wanted to start my own business. Maybe that's something I can look into. Maybe it's time to start looking at other avenues. These passions of mine, these ideas that I've pushed aside, maybe it's time to bring them up again. Maybe it's time to look at where I am with honest eyes. With the honesty of that child who used to dream. With the honesty of that 20-something-year-old pair of eyes that wanted to save the world and ride with the dolphins and build a hut in the mountains. And show the world what I can do. I need to look at that list again. I really need to look at that list again. I need to look at me again. Take a deep breath. Have some water, Gatorade, or anything that's electrolytes and that contains electrolytes to help balance out whatever energy you've shifted, because you do shift energy when you tap. And if you need my help with any of this, I will put the link to my website in the description, which is clutterclearinglifecoaching.com. Clearing out the clutter, getting to the root of the problem so that we can just move past it beautifully, smoothly, and get to the next level, to the next challenge, and grow stronger, and grow sturdier, and win. That is clutterclearinglifecoaching.com. Fill out the form, put your phone number, and I will call you as soon as I'm able. And we will go over an action plan for how to get you to the next chapter of your life as smoothly as possible. Until my next video, stay safe. Peace.